gradient. So sunrise, blue. I'm using a royal blue. And that will turn into a nice pink with alizarin crimson. So plenty of water, so you've got a bead. And then we want some Naples yellow. Run it up into the pink and you'll get the orange bit. And then I just have a little tilt so that it runs in and back the other way. And I'm just going to pull it down a bit because that will be the foreground. All dry. Now I need not too wet a brush, and I've even dabbed it on the tissue. And so we're going to do, there's the foreground there. So we start with the tree up here. So using the side of the brush, put the tree. To wet that just a little bit more, and just put some little dots where the leaves are coming down. So over this side a bit, not too many. Some at the top, just tapping it with the. Now I need to make that green just a touch darker, so I just put a little bit of alizarin crimson in, and just particularly around where the trunk goes, just put some dark in. Just wetted that a bit. Clean water on the brush. Again, splat the tree. Now I'm going to do some foreground. No, I tell her, I'm going to do the trunk. So I want a little bit of burnt sienna. So burnt, the trunk will probably start to come down there, and then goes into the foreground there. And I'm going to do the other side using that dark brown that I've been using for all the time. Make it a bit knobbly. And that's it. And then pull that down as well into the foreground. So that's your tree. Up to a certain extent, we want more foreground stuff going on, so it's a bit more raw sienna. Leave some white space. A little bit more brown as you come down. At the bottom, I want that quite dark, so if you've got enough left, use it up. Then clean water on the brush. and just give it a little bit of a splat. Also at this stage, I'm just going to with the green, I'm going to just put a little bit over the tree. Not all over it, a bit there, and a bit at the top. And I've got some up in the sky, so I'll get my tissue and dab it up, because I don't want it there. But you've got a little bit there, that's enough. I'm going to go to the rigger and maybe get that last bit of brown and just quite not a watery paint, because I want it to. And I'm going to just go up it with my fingernail, gives it a textured. And then again with the brown or the sepia, whichever you're using, I can see there could be a bit of a branch there and a bit one there. One coming out there. This is a quick one, so we don't need to be too precise. Whilst we're still in the brown, I'm just going to do some fence posts that have obviously seen better days. So that's joined, and that one isn't. So just some fence posts. It's going to need some shadows, so just pull some shadows in. This will need some dark coming under there. Go back to the bigger brush. It's going to be dark under that tree, and the dark will come down there. Okay. With my rigger, I'm just going to make a little man, a little figure sitting underneath the tree. So he's got a red t-shirt, because red is a nice. So there's his t-shirt. Then we have some trousers. His hips is partly on the floor, on the ground, and then I'm going to have his legs coming up. Needs a little bit, and his head. What's he doing? Perhaps he's reading a book. So his arms like that. Or is he just going slightly mad? Sun salutations, sitting down. Slightly mad. Need to put his trousers in again. He needs to have tiniest bit of raw sienna for his face. That was so tiny I couldn't see it. There he goes. And he's got an even darker shadow, so back into that brown and just pull a shadow down from him. He's obviously seen the light or something. Just going to make those a little bit more. And then we're probably just going to have a couple of birds pick up some Payne's Grey, because this side is not got much in it. Do we want some grass? Yes. There we go. That's all there is to it.